Hello, I'm Gail McManus, founder and managing director of PER Private Equity Recruitment. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the first interview. Congratulations on making it this far. So there's 3 questions you're always going to be asked in an interview. What do you like about us? Why are you interested in working for us? Tell me a bit about yourself, and why would you like to do private equity? So I'm going to concentrate on the first and the last. The middle one we've covered in a separate video. So the middle one, tell me about yourself. But the other 2, there's some very interesting things I think to cover, useful tips for you. They do want to know that you've done some homework about their business. Now, I know it sounds mad, doesn't it? Why would anybody go to an interview without doing any homework? But actually, some people do. Sometimes it's because they're very busy at work, they're time pressured, or they don't do any more than have a little cursory glance at the website on the way. It's really, really important that you find out as much as you can about the private equity firm and really think about the parallels with your own experience. Because the question isn't just what made you interested in us, but it also has an element of why should we be interested in you, the unspoken half of the question. So you need to look at that firm, look at its portfolio, look at the people within it, find some touch points or parallels either with your experience or your own personal background. So, for example, you might see that they have a portfolio company in an area where you, or a sector you know something about. Bring their attention to the fact that this attracted you. It may be that they focus on 2 or 3 sectors, again, somewhere where you have some personal interest or professional experience. So draw the parallels. So it's not just about, really, I liked you because you're a top name private equity firm, who wouldn't want to work here. It's got to be much more, when I looked at the sectors you're investing in and saw your focus on TMT, that really chimed with some of the work I've been doing recently on XYZ. Draw your experience and their focus together. Now, if you don't do this, what happens? Well, if you have not done your homework, they won't treat you very nicely. I'm afraid you may even get embarrassed. Oh, what did you think about the exit of ours that was reported in the Financial Times last week? Which of our 4 sectors is the one that you really want to work on? So make sure you've done your homework. Don't put yourself into a tight or embarrassing spot. So that's the first question that they're going to ask. The last question is, why do you want to do private equity? And again, there is a hidden last part to this sentence. It's not why do you want to do it, it's what do we get when we employ you. And it's very important that you understand this. They're not really interested in what you want. What they're interested is in, what do they get when they hire you. So we've heard all the answers you can imagine. Want to move to the buy side, want to stay more involved with businesses that I've seen as an advisor. None of these things. Oh, next, best step in my career, that's another favourite. These things are totally irrelevant. They don't care what you want. What you need to do is sum up your application for this job, essentially. So you would say something like, something that's completely and unique to you, something nobody else could say. The reason I want to move into private equity is I think that the combination of my really strong numeric and technical skills linked with my really good understanding of what's going on in the media sector today means I think that I could make some real insight into where there are opportunities to invest and invest well. Right? Do something that sums up what you're giving them or bringing to the party and tie that in with what they want. So just like I said about the first question, tie in what they do. This time, tie in your experience to them. And if you can sandwich the meeting with a really good why do you want to work for them and a really good why do you want to do private equity with a sensible bit in the middle, it will make a massive difference to your prospects. Remember, all you want to do for this interview, this is not about getting the job, This is about getting invited to the next round. So put that whole package together and you will be invited back.